Oh my God, Nancy's calling back right at this very moment.
Really?
Nancy, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Never felt better, never had more.
The message here, commercial space. How much square footage are you looking for?
5 million square inches.
What?
Nancy, I'm calling about a very specific location. I'm not calling for empty space. I'm calling
200.
300.
Yeah, that's a laundromat. That's
That
a
it
laundromat.
is. Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, that is what I do. I take over existing laundries through a long-term lease, retool them, put new equipment in, make money. We have scouted this location. We've looked at it. I understand that you have a tenant. I understand that you have someone there that's operating the store. Just the equipment is very, very old. The operating procedures are poor. And if they're good and they're running the place and they're sufficiently paying the rent, that's certainly your business. Did you know
they own that business? They own that business.
I get it.
They're renting there.
Yes, exactly right, Nancy. Yes. They own the business, but not the building. And you work as a real estate agent for the landlords.
No, I'm hired to help this owner sell her business.
You're the broker.
Yes.
So it's $290,000 for the laundromat. Is that the price?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll write you a check.
Okay. When did you see it?
Oh, I've been seeing it for months. It's a laundromat. I can walk right in. Do you put your listings? We're local. I've got stores in the tri-state area. Why do you ask?
No, just wondering.
Why would you wonder?
Where?
Why would I want to buy a laundromat from outside of the state? Can't run a cash business outside the state. Okay, so what's the sale price, Nancy?
It's $289,900.
$289,900. My God, thank you. I thought it was $290,000. What am I getting for that price?
They're looking for close to their asking price.
What am I getting for that price? What am I buying, Nancy?
I'm telling you right now, you're buying how much profit they make, everything that's inside the laundromat. That's what you're buying.
Those are two separate things. The profit in any business, now those are two completely separate things. You're talking about the profit, which is how businesses should be bought and sold. Certainly, we'll get to that. And then the equipment. Now, if I have a building full of old telephones and I used to be AT&T, what's that worth? Nothing. I don't need wired phones in the wall. Totally different.
Well, that's the way they're seeing it.
Oh, okay.
That's the way they're seeing it.
But you're the broker. Let's talk about how you see it, and we'll get to how I see it.
It doesn't matter what I have to say. It's their business, and this is how they want it run.
Oh, I agree, 100%. So I'm writing you the check. I'm halfway written now. So let's just call it $290,000.
Okay.
But you're splitting the basis. You're saying it's based on profit, and also based on, but it can only be one or the other. So let's go on profit. How much did they earn last year?
I'm not in my office now. I don't have it in my head. I have to look at the paperwork. There's a lot of funds that they don't put on paper. You understand? It's a cash type of business, and that's how everyone that I've brought over there, we sit down and the owner explains all the details to that prospective buyer.
So they don't own the building. They only own this laundromat that they're running with, in my estimation.
Correct.
Okay. How old is the equipment?
I would say it's about 10 years old.
Do you know how long laundromat equipment should be expected to continue to profit in a center like this?
Well, let me tell you something. They are old units, and they're not energy efficient. That I could tell you. And these owners, they don't care. You know, they just want to sell what they have. And I've already had offers on it, and they're very headstrong on what number they're looking for.
Sure. It's really hard
It
for...
doesn't matter what you and I...
No, it doesn't matter. You and I don't matter. It's hard for me to keep up because there's so many oars in the water now. I mean, I feel like a Viking. So your the equipment is old. It's not efficient. We're selling it based on that old equipment. They're stuck on their number. How much is the square footage and what's their rate of rent right now?
They pay rent $3,050 a month. They profit about $25,000 a month.
Their net profit is $25,000 a month.
Yeah, a month, correct.
Their rent, okay, I better write that down.
Yeah, that's the profit after paying everything. And that's
Sure.
where she has her own little system. She's very old school, how she...
I'd rather, if you don't mind, I'd rather stick to what's provable. So you said that they're earning $25,000 a month, but what's the proof?
Her way of accounting. It's the funniest thing.
Funny haha or
writes
funny
everything
queer?
down.
How's it funny? Sure, of course she does. She's
Because
not...
the way...
Sure, she's not... I don't expect in a cash business for her to deposit all of that money. Who would?
No.
But
No.
she writes every
She put-
single penny down.
She writes every single penny down in her own book. Yes.
Good. How far back do those books go?
Oh, she did her... Oh, it goes for a couple of years.
Why would the books only go back a couple years? You've lost me there.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what she showed me. So anyone who's super interested in this type of business...
Nancy,
we have to...
why do you think I'm on the
them.
telephone with you?
No, we have to meet up with them at the
Sure.
business.
Well, we'll get there.
In order to...
Sure. So it's $3,050 a month is the rate of rent. What's the square footage?
The square footage there is about 2,500 square feet.
Okay. Rent isn't bad. What runway do they have? How much rent remains? How many years do they have on potential options?
She does for every 5 years, and she's open to continue to extend it to them.
But I'm asking
years.
I'm asking a finite question. What lease term do they have remaining?
4 more years.
4 years.
The owner will continue to extend, yes.
Oh, I hope so. Sure. Okay. So we're making $25,000 a month is her net.
After
do they do
all
wash
expenses.
and do they do drop off, wash, dry, fold?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So how much of that 25,000 net is in wash, dry, fold?
Oh, I can't tell you. I can't remember that. I have to look at the...
Do they have paid
paperwork.
employees on salary or hourly?
They have people that are on the books that they get a weekly salary.
Okay.
They have 2 people that help her out.
And
Good, honest
the her that you keep referring to, she works there as well.
Yeah, she comes in a couple hours during the day and helps out.
Okay. And the other employees are paid employees on the books.
Yes, on the
Lovely.
books.
Okay. Last question before we get any deeper. Who do I call to find out about the current lease?
I have a copy of it, but we have to meet in person at the laundromat in order to...
Well, I've got my check written to hand you $290,000 from a Facebook ad. I just need to know who I talk to about the lease. It's not really, frankly, worth my time to meet you, come across the river and hang out. I just need to know that the lease that I completely understand what you're saying, but I need to verify that's the case, that the lease will be extended.
Well, this is the way she wants it. She just doesn't
Oh, I don't blame
show
her.
her all her her paperwork out there just to
No, I don't
throw
need. I
out
don't need
there.
any paperwork. I need to know who owns the building.
Yeah. It's on the lease who owns the building.
Okay. Well, my
she's
wife is
from New York.
my wife is a real estate agent, so I'll just have her look in the MLS, and we will call the landlord and verify that there's a lease available.
You could do that.
Oh, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've been very helpful.
I hope so. Okay. Let me know if you want to meet up and go to the building.
Why? I've already seen it.
Okay. Well, if you want to have any questions with the owner, you have to let me know.
I have to let you know.
Of course.
Are you a real estate agent?
Yes, I am.
Okay. But you won't provide the landlord's information.
No, I'm not going to provide the landlord's information.
So you expect me to pay? You expect me to make a deal to give you $290,000 for a business on your word that I'll be able to establish a good lease?
No, we have to meet, and then I can show you all the documentation. I'm not doing anything over the phone.
Oh, because we're over the phone. Okay. So when I meet in person,
I'm not going to give you all that information.
When I meet you in person, then you'll provide the landlord's information.
Of course. We'll meet at the laundromat.
Yeah.
We'll go over all the info.
I don't like laundries. I don't want to.
There.
I'll meet you at Starbucks.
No. Okay?
A lot of this doesn't make sense to me.
Excuse me?
A lot of this doesn't make sense to me.
All right, then. Well, that's why it's always good to meet at the laundromat.
That's why it's always good, so you can make better sense of all of it?
Yes, and then if you have any questions, you can talk with the owner, and then they can provide more information for you.
Oh, I see.
I have to respect what my client and how my client wants to sell her business.
100%. Nancy, you're the greatest.
I'm not just going to. Okay.
You're not just going to provide all the information I need. I'm supposed to give you $290K. It makes sense from Facebook. Thanks.
All right.
So, Ralph.
Yes, sir.
That's not the landlord's contact or rep or real estate agent, is it?
She says she's stating that she's a real estate agent.
Oh my God, Nancy is not working for the landlord. That was all fun and games and enjoyable, wasn't it? That was great fun, right?
Yeah, that was.
Nancy doesn't work for the landlord.
No, for the owner. For the operator.
Hallelujah. I could call brokers all day long. Maybe they work for a brokerage firm that sells empanada shops and yogurt stands and laundromats. Maybe they sell national chains, McDonald's and Burger King. Any burger you want, broker.com. I could call them all day long and poke holes in their theories. The first thing she said, what are you basing the sale on? Well, I'm selling this car because of the mileage and because of the tires. I don't know.
Yeah.
Two completely different things. Well, the tires are bald. Yeah, but there's no miles on it. It doesn't make sense.
Nope.
She's not a business broker.
Not bad, right?
Business. Sorry?
The rental rating over there is not bad.
The rate of rent is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really good.
We need to call the landlord.
Yeah, we need to get that landlord.
If I were you, I'd find out who it is. What we have done here has been a complete and utter, although entertaining, an utter waste of time. She's not making $25,000 a month net. Come on.
No way.
Come on.
I want to sell the business. Nobody does that.
I'm glad you're paying attention, my brother. Find the landlord so we can call the landlord.
I will. That will be my top assignment.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Oh, what about this Matt guy? What are we gonna do with him?
Hold on.